Welcome back to the LA Poker Classic brought to you by ClubWPT.com.
We are moments away from heads-up action where Vivek Rajkumar and Gregory Brooks will battle for a WPT title and $1.6 million. During the break, sideline reporter and respected tournament director Matt Savage caught up with both players, and here's what they had to say.
You got Vivek in front of you. Any plans for him?
Vivek has played for these stakes before. He does have live experience. He's been here, won that, so I assume nervousness won't be a factor for him. So it'll be a fun, tough match. I'm looking forward to it.
He's never been in this spot before. You've won a World Poker Tour title. How are you going to use that to your advantage?
I'm going to play, calm and collected. He's been doing the same. I mean, I don't think there's much of a difference between the both of us in that arena, but, I am calm and collected, and I'm just playing for the win now.
So exciting.
So exciting.
All right, Vivek, thanks.
Well, it's so exciting because the last time he was in this spot, he sucked out against Mark Safe to win a monster.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Exciting. This is so exciting.
Well, Vinny, up to this point, certainly everything is going great for the youngster Gregory Brooks. Has nearly a 3-1 chip lead over Vivek Rajkumar, but recognize that if Vivek doubles up one time, he'll be in chips.
Yeah.
He'll go have a slight lead, in fact.
Lines are still 40 and 80,000. $10,000 ante. Here we go. The heads-up battle beginning. And the action goes to Vivek, who's got the button. He's got King 9, and he's going to raise. Makes it 210,000 to go. Into Greg Brooks, who has a Jack Deuce of Hearts.
Well, he has stayed ever aggressive so far at this final table against Vivek. Been sitting behind him all night, coming over the top of him, 3-betting him seemingly every single time. He's caught Vivek with a very marginal hand and doing it again here with just a Jack Deuce. But Vivek is going to make the call this time and at least see a flop. Here comes that flop. 8-7-5. Gives Vivek a gut shot straight draw. No help, obviously, to Greg Brooks, but as you can see, he's reaching for chips. He's going to make that continuation bet.
Yeah, he certainly is. Looks like 740 going to the middle of the pot. Vivek now with the inside straight draw. He's going to stick around.
Vivek going to call with the gut shot straight draw. So big pot brewing here. Now a deuce comes off. This actually gives Greg the best hand now with 2 deuces. But when you bet on a flop like that and your opponent calls, you're not proud of deuces. He's going to check them.
Will Vivek take a stab? No, he checks as well. Down to the river we go.
And now another deuce comes off. So 3 deuces for Greg. And notice the poker face did not flinch when that 3rd deuce came off.
Talk about a hand turning into something.
I'm all in.
Whoa.
Well, he's gone all in here.
All in?
He's just hoping Vivek has a big pair. But Vivek has nothing, so he lays his hand down.
Well, if he had a big pair, he'd be betting it earlier, though. Greg Brooks. Everything going right for him tonight so far this time. He has a King 10 of spades. Gonna raise to 230. Vivek, though, with a legit pair of 8s, gonna re-raise. Makes it 720,000.
Well, Greg's gonna make the call and see a flop here.
So another big pot, Mike.
Well, indeed it is. Both players fighting for seemingly every pot.
Well, the flop comes up, Queen, Jack, 7. Action on Vivek. He's going to check his pair of 8s. Greg with a flush draw and a straight draw, Mike.
The last time he had the flush draw and the straight draw, he eliminated Carlos Mortensen from this tournament.
That's right.
Could the same thing happen here to Vivek?
Well, Greg is going to bet 540.
Now, this is the problem when you check 2 8s. You don't know what to do when your opponent bets when there's 2 overcards out there. Vivek is going to make the call.
Check.
Checks in the dark.
Not a fan of this play.
5 of diamonds on the turn. Helps neither player.
You know, for the most part, Vince, if you're going to check and call somebody, you're far better off betting to start with. Now, Vivek checked and called on the flop. He's checked in the dark on the turn.
All in.
And an all-in bet by Greg Brooks here. And this is going to put Vivek to the test of his life. His tournament life is on the line. And his hopes for capturing a second WPT title are on the line as well.
Greg Brooks has applied all the pressure. Tough to make this call for Vivek.
Well, let me tell you something. The 2 8s, as we call them, snowmen.
All right, I call.
Whoa!
Wow, he has made the call. And he is out in front with the 2-8s, but what a bold call it was. But he's far from being out of the woods. Notice that Gray can win this spot with an ace, a king, a 10, a 9, or any spade.
Vivek Rajkumar with his buddy Daryl Fish. Can Vivek do it here? Yes, he's done it at 4 hearts. Brooks did not hit. Vivek's going to take down this one. Well,
To you by ClubWPT.com.
Welcome back to Bay 101 Casino and the World Poker Tour, brought to you by ClubWPT.com.
Thank you, Vince. Good to be here. We're here watching our chip leaders Stephen Kelly and Alan Sternberg, who've got about a 10-1 chip advantage over our short stacks, Mike Sexton and Casey McCarroll.
and tonight the winner's going to take home over $1 million. All right, antes are going to be 3,000. Blinds are 10 and 20,000. To the felt we go. Casey McCarroll, the local here, on a pretty short stack, quickly folds, and now Mike Matusow, 5 times at a World Poker Tour final table, also folding. And here is the man of the moment.
I'm all in.
And look at this. My man Mike Sexton with a pair of 5 says all in.
The Royal Flush Draws are really enjoying that move in by Mike Sexton, and I like it a lot myself.
Sternberg and Vivek out, and now Stephen Kelly. The chip leader's got a pair of deuces. But no, Stephen releases his hand. Chalk one up for the WPT.
First spot on our side.
Mike Sexton taking the pot.
They didn't shut me out, Benny. They didn't shut me out.
No, they didn't. You got away with that one. Back to the felt we go. The next hand on Mike Matusow, and he's got a pair of jacks.
And he's starting his hand over 100 big blinds effective himself, so he's real deep too.
Right. And he's going to raise, makes it 46,000 to go. Mike Sexton with ace-9 of clubs, quickly folding.
Decides not to get sneaky with a re-steal after just jamming in the last hand.
And now the young guy from Belmore, New York, Alan Sternberg with a jack-10 of diamonds. Look at this. He's going to re-raise.
Surprised he's re-raising here. A lot of people elect to just call with the jack-10 suited. I don't hate a 3-bet, but generally people lean with a call.
Vivek out. Stephen Kelly not playing. Also on the short stack, Casey McCarroll, the local here. He's going away, so back on the mouth. Now, what is he going to do? 43 years old, out of Vegas now. Mike the Mouth just going to call.
Yeah, I like his call here, Vince. I think it's a bit ambitious to 4-bet and try and get it all in against Allen pre-flop.
Well, the flop comes up king 5-4. Matusow sick, thinking maybe this guy has a king. He checks.
Very surprised to see Allen check back. That's such a great board to go ahead and continuation bet.
And now a 3 helps neither player on the turn. And Matusow thinking this guy would have bet if he had king. So I'm going to bet now with my jacks. Yeah. 165,000.
Looks like a value bet for Matusow. I think he believes at this point that Allen's probably got some kind of showdown value under that king, so he's taking a shot at getting some money out of it.
Allen is an online player, got in this tournament through a $600 satellite, and he is going to release the hand. Mike Matusow showing the pair of jacks.
Strangely played hand, like either a call pre-flop or a bet on the flop, but you must think that Matusow's only calling the 3-bet with big hands.
So the 2 champion players, Matusow and Sexton, off to a good start. Can this be Mike Sexton's night? We will see.
We're just getting started at Bay 101, and there's a lot in store for you tonight. Stick around to see who's going to give us the raw deal, and check out the latest installment of 5 Questions with last season's 6th place finisher, the poker brat, Phil Hellmuth.
Hopefully now I have conquered it.
This is really a special day for you because it's your first time ever playing live poker, and you're at a 10K WPT event that you didn't have to pay 10K to play in.
It's still kind of unbelievable. It's not soaked in yet.
I tell all my friends, I think it's the best one around. I've played on a few sites, but I find this one the easiest to understand, and obviously this is the reward.
Well, there you saw just some of the poker players who won seats into live WPT tournaments by playing online at ClubWPT.com. All of the players I've interviewed say they love playing on the club because of its low monthly price of just $19.95. And with that, they all get the chance to win their share of $100,000 in cash and prizes every month. And the best thing about ClubWPT.com is the unlimited tournaments you can play for just that one low monthly fee. Like they say, you'll never lose a dime playing poker, guaranteed. Sign up today and maybe I'll be interviewing you. Looks like the action's resuming, so let's get back to Vince and Tony.
All right, the action's been folded around to Alan Sternberg. Alan in the small blind has a king 6 of spades. He's going to call. Now Vivek Rajkumar, WPT champion.
Yeah, Alan elects to go for a limp. Vivek states that he has no tolerance for limps.
Yeah, he's raised it. Makes it 70,000 to go with just a 5-3.
Allen has no tolerance for intolerance on his lips.
He's called. So here we go with the flop, and look at this. 3 clubs on the flop, 8-6-4. Sternberg with 6 is going to check. And Vivek with an open-ended straight draw and a flush draw also checks.
By checking behind, Vivek prevents himself from getting check raised off a hand with good drawing equity.
9 of diamonds on the turn, helps neither player. And now Sternberg with the 6s. He bets 56,000.
Vivek seems to be debating between raising or calling. Goes with the call.
Down to the river we go. Jack of hearts helping neither player.
I think at this point, Allen probably gives credit to Vivek for having the hand that more likely has showdown value than is actually still drawing.
Allen checking here.
And Vivek is aware that there's a number of speculative hands in Allen's range that could not have connected, but would win if he allows them to just go to showdown, because Vivek essentially has the worst possible hand.
Vivek with absolutely zip and pip, nothing. 5 high, going to put in a bet of 105,000.
That's right. He's betting 105 into 270, which really looks like a value bet to someone like Allen.
It does. This would be a sensational call by the New Yorker. But no, he can't take the heat. He has folded. Vivek Rajkumar, WPT champion, taking down the World Poker Tour. I'm sitting here with a great poker player himself, Tony Dunst.
Well, I gotta say, Vince, the fans here truly are incredible. I've never seen a group of people that excited to watch guys play live poker for 12 hours a day.
All right, to the felt we go. And Quiet Mike looks down at a Jack 8. Elects to fold. New Yorker Alan Sternberg with a Jack 8 as well. Won't play that junk.
I certainly don't think we're going to see an internet player like Vivek pass up a lot of opportunities or raise an ace on the button.
Oh, he's doing it. 55,000 to go, and now the chip leader, Stephen Kelly, with Jack 10.
And Stephen's been pretty quiet thus far.
He's a former waiter.
Aren't we all?
Looks like he's finally going to get on board and do something.
Pick kind of a smart spot to get a bit out of line against Vivek here.
Oh, he's going to raise it. Makes it 140,000. And now Casey McCarroll, who's on the extreme short stack with an ace-queen of hearts.
Can't imagine he has many moves available to him other than the obvious one. And
fire
there
away.
It is.
Yep.
All right, I get to see what you have, I guess.
Vivek out.
You'll notice that Vivek states, I get to see what you have, Steven, because he knows he's going to have to make a pot odds call.
I mean, I know I'm behind, but I can't really fold. I'm hoping you have ace-king. Well, I'm calling. I call.
Oh, he is going to call. Yes, he's made the right call. He was priced in, and he's behind at this moment. And Casey McCarroll from Lafayette, California, 29 years old, in a good place to double up.
Way out in front, just needs to hold up here. Or flop ace, deuce, deuce.
Out of black ace.
Casey McCarroll, the hood goes off. Big favorite here in San Jose. Here's the flop.
Right in the window.
Oh, a 10 just like that. Stephen Kelly has outflopped Casey McCarroll with the 10s.
2 more cards to come.
Oh, yeah, Stephen Kelly's family loving this right now. Big opportunity. Here comes the turn card. King of Hearts on the turn.
Absolute dream card for Casey, giving him all kinds of outs.
Can I win one flip? Can I win one flip this tournament?
Vince, this creates the possibility of seeing a royal flush. And not just a girl.
A lot of outs for this young guy. The local, he can't look. Can Casey get lucky? Here's the river cards. No, it's a 7 of clubs, and that's going to wrap it up for Casey McCarroll.
Yeah, total brick on the river. Nothing he can do there with that hand in that position pre-flop. I think he played it perfect.
Well, he's going to pick up $221,000 for his 5th place effort.
Yeah, good to see a local guy come out here, get a lot of support. This is a great thing for Bay 101.
So not to be for Casey McCarroll. He cannot catch that last card. We're down to 4 players. We're coming back with more action from the Bay 101 Shooting Star in just a moment. Are you trying to say something there, Tony?
I'm saying that Mike likes to talk with his hands just a little bit.
You're doing that to a Hall of Famer, Mike Sexton.
I'm just surprised he's not Italian.
Mocking him, Italian. All right, 4 players remain here tonight.
50 and 100,000 blinds right now. Now we would talk.
Mike Madison starting to talk a little bit. Action's on him. And he's going to fold a jack deuce.
I just want to see which one of you 3 idiots blow up first.
Friendly as usual.
Let's make bet. Let's bet 10,000 which idiot blows up first, Larry, Mo, or Curly.
Now, the problem with making that reference here is all of his opponents are too young to understand it.
All right, well, Allen is raised with a 9-8, and Vivek behind him with a king-jack has bumped it. Stephen Kelly, though, the chip leader with an ace-deuce.
Naturally, his decision here is either 4-bet or fold. He can never just call the 3-bet.
3 blind mice, see how they run.
Whoa, look at these guys. He's gonna raise. He makes it 390,000 to go. The New Yorker Allen out.
Yeah, I gotta point out, Vince, I think this is a great spot to make this 4-bet. He risks 390K, and considering Vivek started the hand with 2 million, he essentially puts him to a decision for his entire stack. We know how capable Vivek is of getting out of line in those spots.
Vivek has folded.
Oh, wait, $200 a show.
$200?
$200.
But he says, I'll pay you 200 cash if you show me. And Stephen Kelly's gonna show him.
You think it's worth $200 to show there?
For $200 he's giving me.
Side action at the table. Moths coming out of the wallet of Vivek's.
Yeah, all right, sure, Vivek. Keep showing off that you have $200 to your name.
And Stephen, he's gonna give the cash to his parents.
I'll give you 100 of that later.
What a nice guy.
I'll give you 100 of that later. All right.
Whoa, they're bringing the props out here at the Bay 101. What a fan base Stephen Kelly, 21-year-old, has here. Family and friends rooting him on. Everything's going his way so far tonight.
Played a very smart and aggressive game. You know, not a spewy, crazy aggressive game, but he just picks those spots and he goes after guys.
Stephen Kelly with a quick fold. Mike the Mouth.
When they see a fold of these cards, they're going to ask what happened.
And Alan Sternberg going to raise with a pair of sixes. Right behind him, Vivek with the ladies. What a time to get him.
And considering that we recently saw Vivek 3-bet and then have to fold against Alan Sternberg, though the 4-bet came from Stephen Kelly, he's got the kind of image here to go ahead and just 3-bet his big hands and hope to get some action.
Well, Vivek's raised, makes it 160. Back on Alan. Alan is an online player, mainly. He used to work at a record store. You can almost smell the incense coming from his sweatshirt.
He does have that John Cusack vibe about him.
All right, well, he's called this. So we got ladies up against sixes and a flop. Oh, and just like that, 3 of a kind for Alan Sternberg as an ace-6-5 hits on the flop, and he's going to trap. He's going to check.
Yeah, massive flop for Alan. It's on a board where he can anticipate Vivek firing at least one, possibly multiple barrels, either as a bluff or for value if he's got the ace himself.
Well, Vivek is going to make the continuation bet, even though he's sickened that an ace has flopped.
Very small continuation bet from Vivek. It's the kind of flop where you can make a small continuation bet because most of your opponent's decisions are going to be straightforward.
And now Alan has the decision. Do you check raise? Do you just call? Oh, but Alan's going to repop it.
Yeah, notice his hand was actually shaking a little bit, which is normally a sign of a player having a monster, and it came out a little bit as he extended his chips into the pot.
Well, let's see if Vivek will notice that. Now, you got an ace on the board. Vivek just has queens. It's been raised to 277. And Vivek, be a great laydown if you could. No, but he is going to call.
Yeah, I don't blame Vivek for calling here either, actually, as blind versus blind.
Oh!
Ooh, wow.
A queen on the turn. What a card for Vivek. 3 of a kind now for him.
Yeah.
This is going to be tremendous. And out comes the 3 sixes, 475 by Alan. Little does he know what a monster Vivek just turned. And Vivek's going to rope him in. Just calling.
Yeah, Vivek thinks that Alan either has a monster, which he does, or some kind of bluff and wants him to have the opportunity to keep betting.
Look at this. River, a queen. Not that he needed it.
Just gets better and better.
4 of a kind for Vivek.
And I just can't see any way that Alan doesn't get stacked here. I mean, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
total cooler of a hand. But
6 is full. Alan has.
we know the trap he's about to walk into, and there's nothing he could do. I mean, he could practically turn both hands over and he'd still end up stacking off.
This is just sickening for the 25-year-old Alan from New York. And he says all in.
They say I'm all in? I call.
That's right, Vivek.
Wow, and Alan's mouth is just agape when he sees his hand.
That is the nightmare of all nightmares.
Wow.
For poor Alan. Vivek Rajkumar doubling up. Stay tuned. We got more exciting action for Bay 101 as we continue. We're coming right back.
Get the second WPT championship.
Hello.
I had a chance last week at the LAPC and I came up a little bit short.
Vivek must catch a jack or a 10. Nothing else will do for him.
Here it comes.
It's an ace. That is going to do it.
So yeah, it means a lot to be at another one and try to go for all the gold again.
From Seattle, Washington, Vivek Rajkumar.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. 21-year-old former waiter Stephen Kelly's our chip leader with close to $5 million, but Vivek Rajkumar, a WPT champion, in second position with close to $3.2 million.
Yeah, not far back and really making a run at becoming our player of the year.
Annies are up to 5,000, blinds are 15 and 30. Vivek with a quick fold, and now Stephen Kelly.
Can't imagine he'll pass an opportunity to raise a hand like Queen 8 suited on the button.
Well, he's done it. He's made it 70,000 with his Queen 8. Mike the Mouth Mattisau. He has an ace-6 and a decision.
Very quiet pre-flop play from Mattisau thus far today.
Right.
So when he picks the spot, the 3-bet light here, I gotta say I really like it. He's got the image to pull this off, plus he's got an ace, which is a blocker to any big hands that Steven might have.
Yeah, well, he's made it 175, and now hard luck Alan Sternberg, who just took a torturous blow against Vivek with just a Jack-10. And look at this. Gutsy re-raise.
Not slowing down.
440 to go. Well, the former waiter, Stephen Kelly, spills the drink, folds.
And now what Mike's got to decide here is whether Alan's capable of getting out of line after losing that huge hand. Is he thinking, is he on tilt and he's going to try and splash around some chips? Or after taking a beat like that, is he going to tighten up and only put a bunch of chips in when he's really happy?
Mattisau with the decision now with just ace-6. They got about the same amount of chips. Over $2 million, and Mike Mattisau is going to lay down the hand. What a nice play by Alan Sternberg.
Yeah, nicely executed.
Can you ship it on me if I 4-bet?
On you, yeah. I had already made up my mind on that. I had a big hand, man.
Mattisau saying he had a big hand. Back to his lying ways.
Yeah, we know better than that.
All right, to the table we go. These guys are playing fast. Action on Stephen Kelly. He puts his glasses on, and he goes out. Mike Mattisau with a Queen 3 in the button, won't play this. And here's the thief of Belmore with a pair of 4s, just calling.
Again, opting for a limp out of the small blind.
Vivek with just a 5-deuce, nothing hand.
Vivek as intolerant to small blind limps as he's ever been.
He's gonna raise it, makes it 105. And Alan is gonna call it. Here's the flop. And it's a King 8-4, 3 of a kind for Alan Sternberg. Flop the set.
Alan's really good at flopping sets blind versus blind.
Oh, he's gonna check it again, trying to trap Vivek. Will Vivek bite with his nothing hand? Yes. Wasting 150,000 with a bet.
Yeah, certainly he's going to bet a texture like this when he raises blind versus blind, anticipates that Alan's mostly going to check fold.
Oh, but
not
Sternberg is not going to let him get away with just that. He makes it 400,000 to go with his set.
Yet again, we see Alan check raising a set on a blind versus blind pot and a very dry board.
What is going on here? Vivek getting involved deeper. He's called this.
Yeah, Vivek's doing here is known as a float. He's calling with a hand that really has no potential to win by showing down and anticipates bluffing on future streets.
Well, a 10 of clubs, no help to either player. Alan gonna check again. Gonna throw some more rope out to the young man from Seattle, Washington, Vivek Rajkumar.
And I think if Vivek bets here, it's probably not going to be very large because we already know that he's bluffing. And if he thinks that Alan was bluffing on the flop, it shouldn't take very much to make him fold.
Oh, it's painful. He's your buddy, of course.
Yep.
He's betting again.
There's how well I know him. Fires in about a third pot.
320, but back over the top by Alan Sternberg. 825, and Vivek has got to be sick about that.
An ever rare double check raise. Executed nicely here by Alan Sternberg.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. Vivek Rajkumar feigning like he's going to come back over the top. We know he's going to run out of here.
A little over. Closer to 1.6, I think.
What a time to take a stab.
It's ridiculous.
Creative. It's brilliant.
This is
but it didn't
ridiculous.
work.
Show the bluff.
I'm impressed by this final table. They are playing fast and they're playing bold.
Sounds like a machine fighting back.
I've been